To tell you a little bit the story of our startup, a digital newspaper, Republik, and in fact this digital magazine is only 12 days old, so we just came out, and I will tell you a bit the things that I think you can learn from this, because when we started this project, a lot of people helped us in this endeavor also. So the special thing about Republik is that it's owned, or this morning it was owned by 18,366 people. It's growing quite fast, and these people are willing to pay for journalism and to fund this idea, basically. So my role at Republik is a co-founder, but also I'm in charge of all things around community and network. So I organize events, I organize debates, online as well as in physical spaces. Journalism has not changed as much in the last decades, and the question really is, how can journalism work in a digital age? I'm not a journalist, by the way. I studied journalism but never worked as a journalist, but these two have been working as journalists for quite a long time in Switzerland, and they realized that there's something wrong with the system, because they had fixed jobs in a newspaper, both of them, but the newspapers started saving money because they made less and less revenue every year. They were losing advertising revenue because the advertising is going somewhere else. So what do the newspapers do? They cut jobs, they fire people, they save, and it's really like a lemon that you are pressing out all the juice and all the money that you can extract. And yet, it's strange because information is more and more abundant with the internet, but people got used to the notion that news are free, but there's no such thing as free, really. So the question is really, who's paying for journalism? And one old journalistic trick is follow the money. This is what you can do to analyze a problem. So in this case, advertising money, where is it going nowadays? It goes mostly to Google and Facebook. So these two journalists that I mentioned before, they started to talk about doing something to reinvent or to design a new model for how journalism could work in this digital time that we live in. And the first step was to team up with other people and to co-create a solution that could work. This here is a 4-page paper that I saw for the first time in 2015. It sketched an idea of what a different newspaper magazine could look like. The core of this paper was that it should be ad-free, because then it takes out all these problems that come with advertising and reach. It should be funded by the readers, it should be independent, and it should be quality journalism. And so we teamed up. We started meeting undercover, really. Most of the people that joined these calls were journalists, but not only. We met in places like this, the garden in Zurich, and we started to brainstorm how we could come up with something new, with something different. And also, thankfully, the two journalists at the beginning, they noticed if we only work with journalists, that will not work. We need different perspectives and we need diversity. So it's not just journalists that have contributed their ideas and know-how, it's also people that have started startups before, or people that are involved in graphic design or in culture, etc. It was really this mix of people that helped elevate the idea to a level where it could actually work.